to jump right into a topic that I know you've done a lot of research on, and that is the intersection of corporate social responsibility and diversity. Does the presence of women at the top positively affect the environmental and social impact of the firm? Can you give us some examples of that?
I became very interested in whether or not there was a correlation between having women in leadership and the firm's corporate social responsibility performance, both because my traditional background is in the area of corporate social responsibility and corporate sustainability, and because now I'm looking more and more at what are the effects if you get more women into leadership. I want to be really clear on that. It's not saying no men in leadership, but just escalating the numbers of women in leadership. I did some research that looked at what the database called ESG performance of the firm, which is Environment, Social, and Governance Performance. This is a Morgan Stanley rating of Fortune 500 companies and how they perform environmentally, socially, and in their governance structure and outcomes. And we went and looked at the number of women on boards. Our N was either 0 women on the board or 1 or more. We didn't have a lot of robust data because as of yet, only 15%, 16.1% of Fortune 500 companies have even 1 woman on the board. And what we found was that there was a correlation between companies who had 1 or more women on the board and improved environmental performance of the company. So higher investment in renewable energy, reduction of packaging, reduction of water usage, things that really improved both the financial performance of the firm, because if you reduce waste, clearly you reduce wasting of money as well, and things that really contributed positively to the environment. So the highest correlation that we found was with environmental performance of the firm. The second highest was with improved social performance of the firm. Things like food and beverage companies transitioning from less healthy products, more sugar-laden products, to more nutritional products. Someone like Indra Nooyi really trying to shift Coca-Cola's beverage portfolio into more sort of healthy waters, the snack portfolio into lower fat foods. Things like higher investment in talent management, offering more transparent financial products. So that was the second most significantly correlated. And then finally, governance was significantly correlated above the level of statistical significance. And the way that I talk about that is less misreport of numbers, less fraud, less corruption, and potentially fewer CEOs being carted off in handcuffs when you have some women on the board.
So are you saying beyond a strict data correlation, it's actually causal? I mean, the impact is really causal?
It's a really good question. You can't prove causality, particularly because our N is very small. We just don't have enough women at the board level or even in executive C-suites to prove causality. I have heard a very interesting view on causality, though, that if you have 25 correlative studies, most reasonable people would start to assume causality.